In other news, Egyptian former President Mohamed Mursi died in court on Monday from an apparent heart attack. This as the ousted leader, who was the country's first democratically elected president, was in court facing charges of espionage. And while it's unlikely the 67-year-old leader thought his life would end in such a lonely and tragic way, once a military-led coup removed him from power in 2013, Morsi's life would never be quite the same. Especially considering how Morsi went from leading the country and playing a big role in the Muslim Brotherhood to withering away in prison. Though the international community is now viewing this death as evidence that Egyptian prisons have no regard for an inmate's health, as Morsi was often kept in solitary confinement and was not allowed visits from family members or his lawyer. Therefore, Amnesty International called for an impartial, thorough, and transparent investigation into his death, while Human Rights Watch called his death terrible but entirely predictable. However, in the meantime, Arab world leaders are remembering Morsi as a martyr. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, for example, said history will never forget those tyrants who led to his death by putting him in jail. Though the Muslim Brotherhood even went one step further in accusing the Egyptian government of murdering the former leader. Then, as for his funeral, Morsi was quietly buried in Cairo on Tuesday morning, and he was surrounded by other senior Muslim Brotherhood members and his son, Ahmed Morsi. Finally, as for Israel, the Jewish state is keeping a close eye on Egypt for the days to come, since it fears that the Muslim Brotherhood may ignite a large protest in the wake of Morsi's death. But considering Egypt's current president Sisi has a history of cracking down on extreme Islamist elements within the country, it's safe to assume that he'll do the same if the Muslim Brotherhood tries anything.